Minions are spawning.
Are you a team player? What about someone who wants to claim all the kills from themselves? Well, the duo lane is for you. With the staggering 4 heroes in 1 lane, these fights are fun. I'm Keo, veteran Paragon player and content creator for Predecessor. I'm here to cover what makes a good duo lane versus a bad one. The duo lane hosts 4 heroes, 2 ally and 2 enemy heroes. Each side has a carry and a support. With so many moving parts in this lane, it can get pretty busy. First, this video will teach you the role of duo lane, not hero specific. Future videos will cover that. If you liked the video or learned something new, leave a like and subscribe, and drop a comment for any helpful tips that you think should have been included in this video. Let's begin. The beginning of the match is important, the laning phase. Beginning of the match, minions spawn and rush down each lane and eventually meeting in the middle. We call this crashing. Your job as a lane carry is to farm the enemy minions to increase your gold and experience count. Each minion type produces a different amount of gold and experience, and different amounts of gold if you last hit the minion. While the job of support is to back up the carry and protect them while they do so. To last hit a minion, wait until their health bar is low and turns red. This indicates the next attack will execute the minion, and doing so will reward the player with bonus gold. Obtaining bonus gold is crucial as it allows you to buy items faster in the shop, getting the lead on the opponents. For duo lane, a full first wave and 4 minions of the second wave will increase you to level 2. While all carries and all supports are viable in Predecessor, some duos have a great synergy and work really well with each other. Check out the description below for some recommended duos for beginners. The main purpose of duo lane, just like other lanes, is to take enemy towers until you destroy the enemy core. But this isn't at all the only thing the duo needs to worry about. Duo lane has 2 objectives near their lane, and is marked with the gold and brown circle icons on the map. Let's talk about the gold icons first. While in lane, if you notice an opportunity, go over to the side and take what's called gold buff. Spawning in at 3 minutes and every 3 minutes after it's killed, this buff gives the killer a small boost of gold to themselves. This should go to the carry, as it will help them buy items in the shop faster, thus getting the lead on the enemies. You as the support have a crest that passively gives you gold when your ally is near. Don't take the gold buff from the carry unless it's to secure it away from an enemy. Next buff to talk about is Fangtooth. Spawning in at 5 minutes, Fangtooth is a major objective that gives the entire team a permanent buff on being killed. Most of the time, it's your job as duo lane, along with the jungler, to go inside the jungle and take this buff. But don't try to do this while the enemies are still alive and around. If you want to know more about Fangtooth and other buffs, check out this guide. Duo lane is always on the same side as Fangtooth. Most of the time, the jungler starts on red buff. Keep this in mind, as depending on what side your team is on will depend on if it's safe to be aggressive at the start. The dusk side team has red camp closest to duo lane, meaning the jungler will be near the team and can generally be more aggressive at the start of a round. While the opposite is true for the dawn side team. Remember to place wards in key locations to stay safe and keep vision on the map. We've talked about some simple things so far, so let's talk about team fights next. The carry and support are your pivot points in team fights. The carry is designed to take down heavier and stronger targets, and the support is designed to keep the team safe with heals, shields, and CC abilities. You as the duo should always be in these team fights. Without you both, those fights are doomed to lose. Know your targets. Aimlessly hitting enemies won't work well. Here's a little chart to help you out. The jungler should focus the carry. The carry should focus the tank. The mid laner should focus the supports and tanks. The tank should focus the supports and mid laners. The support should defend all of your team. This isn't law. Any kill helps, and if the entire team does focus an enemy, they die fast. For team kills, focus kills in this order: carry, mid laner, jungler, support, and tank. It gets hectic in team fights. Keep your cool and look for these openings. More in-depth guides are coming, especially on hero specific and what you should be doing in a more in-depth manner. I hope this video helps you jump in and do better as your team partners in crime. Knowledge is key to MOBAs, and the more you know, the better off you and your team will be. Take it slow, remember the fundamentals, be patient, and play as a team. Good luck, and see you on the battlefield.